the thing I was always worried about was that they tell you you'll create static shock or whatever, go back out to the gas thing, and you'll explode. That's
What?
that's why. A terrible way to explain it. All right. Episode 5.
Hey.
We're happy today. It's sad outside. It's freezing. We have
Cold as shit.
We have 24 inches of snow coming to the Midwest. It's going to be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
But we're happy today. We're recording this on Monday because Dad's going out of town on Wednesday. So we're recording this on Monday, and it'll be to you guys on Thursday. I'll be on a mountain. Mike will be sack
At
deep
work.
and snow. That's a rough reality. That's rough.
Yep. I'm fucking looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it.
But some big news regarding the Fair Enough podcast. We have a couple of announcements. The first being after just a brutal search. We were going through so many resumes. Thanks to everybody that fucking submitted yourself for the producer of this podcast. I know it was a very sought after job. No, but my brother is now the producer of the Fair Enough podcast. So shout out to Jack Brennan. Everybody that listens to this so far probably knows who he is. The guy's just a wizard when it comes to weird brain shit. So he's the perfect addition to this podcast, especially when it comes to the production of this podcast, because Mike and I know nothing.
Yeah.
Everything that you've seen has just been us YouTubing shit and trying to learn on the fly.
Yeah.
So
crash
it's going to be
course,
awesome to have
everything.
him be able to actually, do some shit and make it look nice. So thank you to Jack. You guys will see him or hear him at least coming up in the next couple episodes. He'll kind of be like our Jamie if you watch Joe Rogan or any other producer that kind of chimes in, and if we need shit, he'll pop shit on the screen, make graphics for us. So yeah, Jack will be a huge help. But the second announcement is we have our first sponsor. Shout out to John and the Rogue Creative team. John has been a friend of mine my whole life, pretty much. And he has his own company called Rogue Creative. They can help you with any of your graphic design or your marketing needs, and they do it at a fraction of the cost. But the work that you're getting is as quality as anybody else that you can go get it at, and he's gonna cut those prices in half. So shout out to John, shout out to the Rogue Creative team. If you can see that there, he got me this dope Yeti. So
you better be sending me a fucking Yeti, bro. Come on.
I'm sure we're gonna get some more Rogue merch.
Come on, John.
Yeah, no, he's the best. He's the best. So shout out to Rogue. They'll be a sponsor moving forward. So it's awesome to have them jump on the pod. But into some serious stuff, football happened.
Football did happen.
It was another good weekend outside of the first half of the Bengals game, right? I would say.
What do you mean?
As far as quality of games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was good. I don't know. I wanted KC to win that game, so I'm kind of a little just like, man, that's unfortunate. It was a great game. You knew, dude, I don't care what anyone says, it was 21-3, or 21-10. You fucking knew the game wasn't over. You knew that shit was gonna happen. I didn't think that they were gonna be able to pull it off, but like, I didn't think it was gonna be an ass beating. It was a good game though. I mean, yeah, definitely fun. The fucking second game, great game. Couldn't ask for much more, I guess, other than a shootout. Other than a Bills KC 2, you couldn't really ask for better games. So,
right.
I mean, that's that's 6 straight games now decided by field goal, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, dude, that I honestly I would have liked to have seen the Rams and Chiefs too.
Yeah,
just because it would be a sick matchup. Not that this isn't going to be a sick matchup, and it's cool that since he's in it, I mean,
Yeah.
just because it's somebody different.
Yeah.
For this game, I mean, the first half, I think like everybody else, we literally, my roommate and I went for a walk at halftime. We're like, this
Yeah.
game is
I
not good
I was in the
anymore.
same
We're gonna
boat.
go outside, and we came back, and it was like middle of the third quarter, and they were coming back. We were like, what the fuck? So
Yeah. I was in the same boat. I was not home and I'm driving home. I'm like, oh, it's halftime. This game's an ass beat and I'm just gonna drive home. It's like a half-hour ride, right? And all of a sudden I get home and I'm like, what is going on? Like since he was in there at Casey's like 8 yard line, I'm like, they get a field goal, and I look at my phone again, I'm driving. Like 5 minutes later, they're back in the red zone. I'm like, what the fuck just
yeah,
happened? Oh, they got an
yeah,
interception.
dude.
I'm like, stop it. What is going on right now? They get the fucking 2 point conversion. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
But I mean, um, people that play right before halftime, like I, I get it. I like to play call. I like being aggressive. I don't know if I like the throw in the fucking field of play
I know.
and
In the
not in the
flat,
end
I
zone.
know.
Yeah. But
Even if
like
it is Tyreek.
that, well, like I thought Tyreek could have put his head down and fucking try to get to the end zone. He
Yes,
definitely,
dude. I
he
thought so
definitely like
too.
tried to make a move, which I get it. You're Tyreek Hill, you're the fastest man on the planet. But I thought he could have put his head down and just barged right through that safety or corner, whoever the hell was guarding him. And I don't know. I mean, that's the play that's gonna fucking everyone's gonna be like, what the hell?
Dude,
Um,
that or I thought like maybe more room to the pylon even. I mean,
mhm.
he obviously he knows his speed and like he read
Yeah,
it and thought he could get there, but he kind of it was almost kind of like he was in between, okay, let me put my head down or okay, let me go to the
yeah.
pylon because he just
So
stopped at such a weird place.
yeah. So like once he did like the stop and like kind of square up, I thought, all right, go. Like you gotta fucking go.
Right.
Cause like if you keep running, like you said, you might be quick enough to get to the pylon, but like he stopped. So it was like the next logical step is to fucking just put your head down and get that 3 yards. But I just why aren't you throwing the ball in the end zone? Like why aren't you throwing a jump ball to Kelsey? If it goes incomplete, you still got a second. I don't get it. I'm not really sure. I
No,
feel like I don't know. That since he made the halftime adjustments and Casey did nothing to adjust, and it showed. It's kind
it
of
did.
fucked up. Um, once
And
again, though, before we go on that, though, once again, not that impressive outing out of the Bengals offense. It's crazy that like everyone's jerking off Joe Burrow. Don't get me wrong, and they're playing well,
yeah.
but like, dude, that defense. I mean, that defense has been fucking nothing short of stellar. You know what I mean? Like,
No, they've been lights out. Sam Hubbard
it's
had an
crazy.
unbelievable game. I mean,
Yeah,
that secondary just played well
held
enough,
up.
you know?
Yeah,
And
held
that's
all the
really
way
all you
up.
got to do.
I, it's kind of nuts. I don't know. I think it's
Because
gonna
they
be a
don't,
boring ass Super Bowl.
you think?
I do.
We'll get into that some other day.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's weird because, God, I want to go into the Super Bowl, but we can't. We can't. We got to wait for that. But it's just weird that they don't have any
Oh,
names,
wait for it.
you know?
What do
Like,
you
it's
mean,
like,
Cincy?
yeah, on defense.
Oh, I was like, yeah, they do.
No, yeah,
That
on
Hendrickson
defense. They
kid
got
though,
like,
they had the Hendrickson kid.
yeah, the
The
Hendrickson. That's
line.
how you, if you have to say the Hendrickson kid, that's how you know.
Well,
That's not really,
he had a sack in like fucking 12 straight games during the season or some crazy shit like that. I
right.
mean, come on, dude. Eli Apple, bro. That guy fucking busted.
Eli Apple, bro. Get the fuck
Dude.
out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Eli
Uh,
Apple, bro.
he dropped a pick six fucking in overtime. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. The part that impressed me, I think, the most with Joe was the
Stop it.
was just the dude his grittiness, man. Like he's not scared to take off and run. Like I was watching some highlights today, and there were so many times, and I didn't even really notice while I was watching the game where he tucked it and got 15 yards and
And
got a
most of
first
the
down.
time it was on third down. Those were like all on
Yes,
third down.
yes,
Yeah.
which
It's
is
something that Mahomes didn't do, which he usually does in the playoffs. He
right.
becomes Michael Vick and he
Right.
didn't take off a lot yesterday, which surprised me because it's like, dude, you can't
That's
be
your
forcing
game.
balls in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he
But
was. He was forcing a lot of balls. And I mean, Joe was forcing balls too, but he, like you
mhm.
said, he actually took the time and tucked and run, which
Yeah,
saved their asses a few times.
you know what's fucked up is that I've actually kind of been wanting a pair of them sunglasses for like over
The
a year
Buffs?
now. Yeah, dude, because like you know the rapper Gunna.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wears those, and they always look sick. And I'm like, man, those are dope as fuck. And now Joe Burrow wears them, and it's like, I can't get them now because I don't think I'll be biting off Joe Burrow. Fuck that
It's
guy.
a tough look to pull off.
Oh, it's such a tough look.
Cade Cunningham had him on at the draft.
Yeah, but Cade is
Swagger
swaggier.
Hound. That's what
I
I
mean,
mean, though. That's what
Joe
you have to
Burrow's as
do.
white as you can get. I know
Oh, yeah,
he's
but
swaggy, but
come on.
still,
Yeah.
I know. But come on, is right.
He's the swaggiest
Uh,
white dude out there.
oh
I
yeah,
saw a tweet today
absolutely.
that was like, uh, I think it was KFC. And he was like, this guy would be like the coolest mailman you've ever seen in the world, but he just also happens to be like a disgusting football player, and he's going to the Super Bowl in his second year.
Yeah,
Yeah, what a
yeah, it's
dick.
honestly
Shout out to Joe
insane.
Burrow.
Yeah, no
Joe.
shit.
Anything else on that game? Evan McPherson, biggest dick in the world outside of Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's super cold.
He's
Um,
cold, man.
yeah, I mean he's. You know what's crazy too is that because like I thought that dude was gonna lose his job after that Green Bay game. Do you remember that when him and Crosby missed like 8 straight field goals combined? And
Forgot
like
about that.
as like a rookie,
Yeah, it's a
and
death
you fuck
sentence.
up like that, that's a death sentence. You're Mason Crosby, you're not getting fired. I mean, you're a Hall of
Right.
Famer, but you're a rookie, you're just a death sentence. And the fact that they stuck with him, I don't know if he's missed since. Honestly, God, he might not have. Guy's been a
No,
freak.
I think is he 10 for 10 now
Well, I know
in the
he's made
playoffs?
like, dude, the stat they
He's
showed
made
yesterday was,
4 or 3 50 plus.
dude, he's made like 26 in a row on the road
That's
since
stupid.
whenever the fuck day. I'm like, what? So, and
That's
all their
stupid.
playoff games have been on the road. The Raiders game, I don't think they were on the road, but either
Oh.
way, it's the guy's been just as cold as ice. It's amazing. I like when
Yeah, it's
kickers are good.
absurd.
Yeah.
It's crazy too that like all like even in the last podcast we were talking a ton about the Patrick Mahomes versus the Josh Allen, and you said the Peyton versus Tom, and now fucking I think Joe's firmly throwing his hat in the ring, especially with Zach Taylor as a coach. Like I feel like they're just
Yeah.
clicking. I don't know if it's a.
I think
I don't
yeah, I
think
don't
maybe it's
know.
not permanent like those like
Yeah,
Josh
I'm not
Allen and
sure
Patty
either.
will be. So
I think Burrow's gonna be that good. I just don't know. Like, I don't know if the team itself will be that good. You know what I mean? Like,
right,
it's like where I don't know. Like, we'll see what they do. I mean, they've already made a stupid ass draft pick by taking Jamar Chase. It's panning out, so maybe they'll do it again next year and get dumb as fuck again. But they have so many guys that like, how do you pay them all? Like, you can't pay Mixon, you can't pay Chase, you can't pay them all. You know, and then obviously
yeah,
pay Burrow. So you're going to get a Dallas Cowboys situation where you're going to start picking and choosing who you pay, and then because that's going to happen to the Cowboys real soon.
oh yeah,
Like Cooper's going to be gone. I'm pretty sure this year. It's like, well, what do you do? So I don't know.
yep.
I hope so.
It
I
kind
like
of.
Burrow. I fucking like
Oh, me
Burrow.
too. No, I hope that they're good, but you're right. It kind of feels to me almost like not not fluky, I guess. From I'm trying to compare him to that Eagles team. That Eagles team
Yeah,
has had a bunch of veterans, and like they had names, but they just had a bunch of veterans. But it kind of feels that way with the Cincy team that they just kind of threw it together and maybe not got lucky, but maybe just had the right path.
yeah, and I
And they're
mean,
playing their best ball at the best time.
let me tell you one more thing too, though, is that if Lamar Jackson doesn't get hurt and miss 8 games or whatever, you don't know if the Bengals are even in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Honestly, so it's like that division to me, like that's what I was going to say too, is like with Lamar coming back, that's not even like Burrow's division permanently for sure. Like that's a good ass division still. So I mean, I think that like you said they've had some really not I don't want to call it luck because they are good, but like they've
I
had a
know it's
lucky
a weird, it's
little
a fine line.
yeah exactly like it's a lucky little run that everything kind of just fell into place, you know.
Yeah,
So
I think so too. I think so too. It is awesome though. I'm glad they're in it. I would have been way more pissed if it would have been Niners Bengals. That's for damn sure.
yeah, 100%.
That'd have been the worst game of all time.
Yeah.
But let's get into that game. So the uh, the Rams kind of took care of business. It was definitely scary at a point, but I never felt like they didn't have the game. Did you feel like that? Like, did you feel like they lost, like when they were down 17-7, that they were fucked?
I just want to go out on a limb and say I didn't watch a single play of that game.
No?
So I don't know. I don't know how the game flow is. No, I got home. I passed out. I took a nap, and then all of a sudden it was like the at the end of the game when they it was like 17-14 when I started paying attention, but I didn't even turn it on. I just heard it in the background, and I was like checking my phone.
Yeah.
Being down 10 though, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I don't know.
To me, it had that kind of feeling where it just wasn't that it wasn't going to go that way. Like the Rams are going to eventually get theirs, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
And Stafford started making some big throws. I mean, he had another great game. Fucking Odell had a sick game. Obviously, Cooper Kupp had a good game.
Guy's a
Yeah, it was
fucking
just
freak.
yeah. They they just got the job done. It wasn't the prettiest, definitely. It wasn't as good as that last game that they played, but I mean, it was a team that they had been struggling with clearly for the last few years. I mean, they lost 6 in a row leading up until that game. So to the
I
Niners,
mean, I feel like that was a very it was like the exactly what you were gonna expect out of an NFC game.
yeah,
Um, like that doesn't have the Packers in it, where it's like you're just gonna get some gritty defensive game, and you know the better quarterback's gonna come out on top because they're gonna make the right play. You know what I mean? And I did see the dropped interception. I did see that.
yep,
That was big, obviously. um,
huge. But there
but
was a play. There was a play that kind of offset that I think not a lot of people, like not enough people, are talking about. Earlier in the game, Stafford, I forget who it was that he hit. He hit somebody right in the hands, wide open
I
in the
think
end zone, and he dropped it.
wasn't it Van Jefferson?
Yeah, I think it was Van. That's who I wanted to say. I think it was
Yeah,
Van Jefferson, and that was like, dude, what are you doing? And they
yeah,
end up kicking a field goal. Um, so I mean, that was 4
yeah,
extra points taken off the board right there. But
yeah.
then, yeah, Stafford, terrible throw. He would have told you the same thing. Obviously, like
Mhm.
he just kind of short armed it. I don't think it was a. I don't think it was a Drew Brees situation where it's like, holy shit, this guy's getting old and he can't even chuck
Oh
it down
yeah,
the field anymore.
no
I think
shit.
it was just he just fucked up on the throw. You know?
Yeah, it's called missing a fucking throw. It happens all the time. I mean, I
Yeah.
know they're pros at the highest level, but fuck it, it
Yep.
is what it is. But I don't
Yep.
know,
And on
man.
the pick he did have, it was a pick in the end zone. He was throwing it. It was just a slant to Cooper Kupp. Hit him right in the hands, but the DB made a sick play. Just got his arm in there, popped the ball up, and it's a throw they make in practice a million times. The DB just played it absolutely perfectly and tipped the
Yeah,
ball up. And but yeah, it was good. It was a good game, but I think that the Super Bowl is going to be solid. I mean, I'm glad that it's two weird, different teams that are in there. You know?
I mean, I wouldn't say that the Rams are different. I mean, they were there 3 years ago,
Yeah. I guess
but
the team that they have now is just way different than that team.
yeah, I mean,
Way
they got
different.
Stafford, so it's yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I have no idea who's gonna win that game. That's the problem. Like I know we'll get
No.
into the actual Super Bowl predictions next week or whatever, but like I just I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a defensive game, and there's gonna be some stupid ass shit that happens that ends up
Oh yeah.
going Cincy's way, and Cincy's gonna fucking win. That's just what I think. So
Gambling wise, it's going to be an impossible game to bet on.
Dude, they got the spread at like 4.5 right now for the Rams. I
Really?
know that I get that they're at SoFi, so like that is a big deal. But what the 4? Like the Rams
Yeah,
haven't
four
been
is
that
crazy.
good. The fuck out of here, man. That should be an
Yeah, four is
absolute
crazy.
pick 'em. Um,
Uh,
but
how crazy is that though? That there has never been a home Super Bowl, and then 2 years in a row it happens.
yep, I was
What
literally
the
just saying it
fuck?
this afternoon. I was like, what the fuck? And I guess this is the first time that um a championship game is being played is in the same stadium as a Super Bowl.
What do you mean?
So like the NFC Championship game was at SoFi,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Super Bowl was at SoFi. I guess that's the first time in NFL history that's ever happened.
Damn.
Which that's is surprising to me, that nobody's ever had home field advantage. Like what but yeah, so it's wild. So,
It's wild. It is cool
but
though.
speaking of a home game last year for Tampa Bay, fucking what's going on with TB12, dude? Is he retiring? Is he coming back? You fucking what do you think about all that?
When I saw the alert come through, I was immediately like, I don't know. And then
Yeah.
sure enough, like I went on Twitter and like did some research and obviously saw Shefty's tweet and everything, which that's the gospel,
Yeah, I was gonna
right?
say once you see Shefty, you're like, oh well, it's got to be somewhat real. Like it's got to be legit. But
Exactly. So I saw that and I was like, oh fuck, maybe it is real. Uh,
Mhm.
but then there was so much other stuff on Twitter of people like sources close, like don't know, like maybe Tom doesn't know and all that shit. And then sure enough, it came
Yeah,
out that, and yeah, I don't know. It sucks. It's part of being Tom Brady, but
yeah,
I don't know, maybe this makes him say, even if he was thinking about retiring, maybe it makes him say, fuck it, I'm going to go for one last lap.
yeah. I just want to know. It's like so. Where my thing is like, if you're Adam Schefter, right? Why does that tweet come out? Because like what? It's so confusing. It's like how do you fuck that up for one of
Yeah.
all people, and two like I don't know. It's like I don't know. This guy. It seems like Brady's fucking like trying to set this all up for some crazy drama bullshit where he ends up coming back, and then it's like I don't know, but
It was almost like maybe it was because it's a weird fine line. I feel like that Shefty has a ride where it's such a big one that he just wants to
uh
get it out, but it's such a big
yeah,
one that he's like, I better fucking have this right.
yeah,
And he missed, and he never
yeah.
misses.
As I say, he never misses. That's crazy. I mean,
No.
dude, I think there's some shit going on with Arians, man. I don't think that. I think he's a kind of a pile of shit.
I mean, that shit
Um,
that happened with AB didn't seem like it was one way,
no, I
Like it
agree.
wasn't all
So
AB.
yeah, so and I feel like I don't know. I just feel like if Tom is going to retire, it's going to be
Hmm.
because something's going on with the coaching staff, and like because he has to play with Tampa unless they trade him. Correct? Doesn't he have one more year left on his contract?
Yeah, I think he's got one
Yeah.
more.
So it's like, well, maybe he's like, fuck this dude. I'm just gonna peace out now.
You think that he wouldn't go somewhere else, though? You're saying he would just
No.
retire. Yeah,
Yeah, well, because he can't. I bet. I
right.
mean, dude, that guy can play till he's fucking 50. He still has a hammer. Like,
Yeah, I know.
and I
It's
know everyone's
absurd.
like, he can't move. He's never been able to move. Like, he can move
Right.
just as well as he moved 15 years ago. You know what I mean? So, like,
Doesn't change the game plan. Did you see
fuck
him run
no.
his 40 at the
Yeah.
combine
Exactly.
20 years ago? It was
Dude,
horrible.
yeah, if I'm any coach in the league, I'm like, I'm taking a 46-year-old fucking Brady over damn near, I mean, two
Yeah.
thirds of the league still. Like, so,
It's not a Breeze situation where his arm's falling off his body.
yeah. Same thing with
Yeah.
Peyton. Like, Peyton just couldn't throw the ball anymore. Like, he couldn't
Right.
get it all like where he needed it to go, and it's just like, damn. Same with Roethlisberger. Like, the guy just was a rock sitting there throwing dump passes. Like, it's unfortunate, but I
Yep.
don't know.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going to happen with him. There's some other shit going on down in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are trying to steal my man's,
Who's your
from what it
man's?
sounds like. My man's, who I'm very hot and cold with, is Jim Harbaugh.
Oh,
Uh, there have been some reports going around saying that he's like very strongly linked to the Dolphins. He just had an interview with the Vikings, which from all accounts went really well. They haven't offered him yet, but he had the interview. It's just weird because he doesn't really have an agent, so he does everything in house. So it's like super fucking tight knit. So when it's like sources out of Michigan, it's a fucking cult in Ann Arbor. Like nobody's gonna say shit, and damn sure if it's a negative thing and our coach is leaving, like nobody wants that. So it's just weird. I don't know what to think right now. I don't know, if he's offered this Miami job, if that's something that he would want. I mean, they got a decent enough squad down there for him to go and take over right now, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
In the report from John Ubacon, who is like the Michigan insider guy, he's a best-selling author on Michigan topics and shit like that. John was saying that he's not being offered Mel Tucker money by Michigan, but apparently that doesn't really matter to him. He doesn't really care about being the highest paid coach in the Big Ten, which I really don't think that he does care about that at this point. Like he's made plenty of money. I think it's all about his family and where they're comfortable and what his drive is right now. It's just crazy.
I mean, my thing about it is the whole situation is confusing because like they extended him. Now he has his best year ever with Michigan, and
because they
now
gave him a shit contract, and they said, "Hey, put up or shut up," essentially.
Yeah,
And he
which
gets a
rightfully
Big Ten
fucking
title.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. At this time last year, when we were talking about re-signing him, everybody wanted his head cut off, including me.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's confusing how literally it's like the entire thing has been flipped upside down, like in every aspect. So it's like, it's just kind of crazy that he has such a good year, and now it's like he's gonna move. Where it's like you just started it, like you just got it going, and now you're like a legit like. I mean, they're fraudulent every year, and this year they finally beat Ohio State, and he's like, I'm one and done, I'm out. Just confusing, like.
Yeah.
I don't think Harbaugh's a pro coach, bro. I just don't think he's a pro coach.
Well, he did it already. That's the difference between all the other coaches that go to college, like he's already done it. He knows what it takes to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and
but
what
dude,
a good team looks like.
I feel like he wasn't like, yeah, okay. But they had like they had a nasty ass defense. Kaepernick was solid as fuck. Like that team was really good. Granted, I mean, Mike Singletary couldn't do shit with that team, but like I felt like there was always shit about him in the papers about like how he treats, like I felt like I always heard things about how he treated these grown ass men like college players essentially, where it's like, I mean, you can't do that because like
that's always the tough transition, right? Always the problem for these college coaches.
So it's like, I don't know. It just seems like I just feel like the way he does things is better in college. I mean, he's had nothing but success if you look at his record, at least. No championships, but like, I don't know. Miami's a good spot. Their team is good, man. I don't like Tua, but their team is good overall. Like they have a nice little squad.
Definitely. No, and it's an attractive job. I just don't, like I said, there's just been it'd be such a weird time for him to leave.
Yeah.
After he gets this put up or shut up deal, after everybody in the Michigan universe is ready to dump him off, and now he gets back in our good graces and he's going to just fucking leave. Like it just seems so weird because it seems like this is what he wanted. Like now he's starting to go down the right path. If he wants to dominate, he needs to keep the momentum going. But
yeah, like what the fuck? I don't get it. I mean, what is that? How do you feel about that emotionally, bud, as a Michigan fan, like not just as a football fan?
Oh, I was, like I said last year, I was like, all right, let's fucking move on from this guy. Let's, like, anything else is better at this point. He's tried it and it didn't work. But now that we've won a Big Ten championship, like I see that, okay, maybe his plan can work.
Yeah.
If we get the right guys and can compete with the Georgias and the Bamas of the world, then let's fucking keep this momentum going. Like all of his guys are there now, and like good recruiting classes are sitting there ready to play. So it's like, dude, why do we want to get rid of this guy now? People on the radio here in Detroit are fucking screaming to, like, if he wants to hold us hostage, then get him the hell out of town. Like, what are we doing here? Like, all we wanted the guy to do was win a fucking Big Ten championship, and now he does it, and it doesn't matter. He's like, let's get him out of town.
Get the fuck out.
Who gives a fuck if he's holding us hostage? It's February. Like, what are we doing? Practicing with nothing's going on.
Yeah.
Get the fuck. Yeah. So that's, as a fan, that's how I feel about it. I'm ready to, he needs to stay. He needs to stay. There's nothing better out there for us right now. You know, that's something you think about too. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to kick him out of town.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why you would do that, but fucking these people, man.
Yeah, some people.
I'm sick of all these fucking coaching changes, man. Every fucking year. Also, I'm sorry, to the people listening, I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little crass. I've had a rough day, all right? But I'm fucking so sick of all these goddamn coaches changing their jobs, getting fired. Like, I get if you suck balls at coaching. I get it. Like, but like this one and done shit is crazy. Like, how are you ever supposed to fucking build a dynasty when every other year you have a new coach, even when you have a solid team? Like, it's fucking insane. I mean, the Bears do it. I've had, in the last decade, I've had 6 different coaches in the, you know, I don't know if that's the exact number, but it's got to be fucking close since Lovey. And it's like, can we just try one for multiple years? I guess Nagy, they gave him 3 years, but like,
unfortunately, that's the one.
Yeah.
So
we haven't had any fucking good ones. And it's like, what? I don't know. I think it's just insane. All these changes and stuff. But I mean, speaking of the goddamn Bears, I actually like what they've done so far. So, but,
so you like Eberflus?
I like Ryan Poles. I don't know if that's
Ryan
how you say it. I think that's how, but I do like Ryan Poles, and I do like Eber fucks. I do like him. Dude, like, you look at all these numbers, all the fucking moves they've done. I actually like did some research because I was like, I know nothing about any of these guys. I didn't even know that Ryan Poles came from KC, but I was like, damn, this dude was in on drafting so many good players. Like,
Kelsey,
he
was a big
Hill,
brain guy.
Mahomes, like fucking D4, like a bunch of good players. And like, I was like, hell yeah, I didn't know that. He's 37, dude. Like, he's a fucking hometown, well, not hometown guy, but he played for the Bears. And yeah, dude, fuck it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not excited for the Bears at all, but I think they made some good moves for once in their damn lives, man.
No, I think that was solid. I mean, the only thing that scared me today was whoever it was that said it when he was like, them boys better bring their running shoes. I think that was Eberflus that said that, which makes me think, oh, fuck. Like, that's not what you want to hear when you're a veteran in the locker room and you're trying to like the new coach. Now you're going to be sprinting. That's some Matt Patricia shit. I don't want to put that evil on you, but that's some Matt Patricia shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he can do what he did in Indy, then with the defense, I'm not mad about it at all. So, I mean, and everyone's like, oh, we really just fucking signed a guy that led up 26 of the Jags and blew your playoff chances. Motherfucker, he has Carson Wentz. That guy stinks. Like, what do you want? Like, it is what it is. Like, the guys had top 10 defenses every year he was with Indy, and like some of number 1 defenses, you know, like, well, chill the fuck out. But
yep. I completely agree. I mean, cool that they're going in the young direction, dude. That's the fucking wave right now.
Not that young, but Poles
Eberflus isn't that young, but Poles, I mean,
Hey, 37. It's crazy. I love it.
That's what we kind of did with Brad Holmes too. And I mean, Motor City Dan's
what the hell? What is going on in the world though now too? It's like, I'm getting frustrated. All these coaches that, like, Kellen Moore doesn't have a job yet. Byron Leftwich doesn't have a job yet.
Jim Caldwell doesn't have a fucking job.
Jim Caldwell doesn't have a job yet. Brian Flores doesn't have a fucking job yet. What is going on?
I don't know.
I'm so confused. Like, I get DeBoll, like, or I don't know if that's how I say his name, right?
Dabble.
DeBoll, Dabble. That guy, that's a good move over there. I mean, he's gonna hate
Yep.
his life, but that's a good move by the Giants. But like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm just so confused on why these guys don't have jobs yet.
No, I agree. If you would have told me Matt Eberflus was going to be the guy in Chicago, I would have said, "What about all these? Like, here's a list of guys that I think
Yeah,
might do better." I don't
I
know
mean
though.
we
I mean,
yeah,
you
I
go
mean
through
we
the
did go
interview
grab
process, and
dude. Well, the Bears. See, once I found out that the Bears interviewed Jim Caldwell, I was like, "Fuck yeah," you know.
yeah,
And then they're like,
you're
"Nah."
psyched.
Yeah, fucking right. I'm psyched. But we did get the quarterbacks coach from Green Bay, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
as our OC, so that could be
Anybody
cool.
that's worked with or around Rodgers is probably a good guy to have
That's what
in
I'm
your
saying. I mean,
fucking
you're
life.
not mad about that. Yeah,
He's probably
hundred
got some
percent.
wisdom to impart on some young bucks for sure. But
They do say
yeah,
too that
wild,
yeah, Wild is right, but fuck it.
wild
Um,
NFL week overall, leading into what I think is going to be a dope Super Bowl, just with some random shit,
come
like you
on with
said. Some
that
random
dope
shit's going to
shit.
happen in that game.
Yeah.
But what was our we went 1-1. I'm assuming we're off
Yeah,
our
we had
gambling high
KC.
horse.
Ah, whatever, dude. We're
We
still
had one sick
500
week
though.
though.
Hey,
We are
we're
at
five
500.
and one, 2-2, and then 1-1. So we're still way
Oh,
above 500. I mean, we're
yeah,
fucking
that's a
7 and
sick
4,
clip for the
whatever.
playoffs. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick. All right. Well, we'll post that somewhere.
Real
Yeah.
small at the bottom somewhere.
Real small disclaimer. I actually won 2 parlays this week.
Hell yeah, I did see that you sent the one. I saw that one. That's
Yeah,
fucking
dude, I
good.
won 2. I mean, I haven't won a parlay in fucking forever, and now I won 2 in the same weekend. And the reason why is because I'm addicted to anytime touchdown scores, and all of the big guys, especially in that first game,
Every
fucking
one of them.
Kelsey scored,
Every one of
Tyreek
them.
scored, Jamar Chase scored. Like I was like, yes, let's
All
go.
of them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
all the
that
big
shit
guys too.
never
Cooper
happens.
Cup, Debo, fuck. I mean, well, just those two, but like Kittle, all those guys scored. That's all you can ask for.
I would have won another one too in that second game. I would have won a fucking third one.
Really?
If Higbee didn't go down. I had Higbee for 40 yards. In
Oh,
the
he got hurt.
first in the first 8 minutes of the first quarter, he had 18 yards. And
That's
then he got
whack.
hurt. The guy was gonna have my yardage by halftime.
I was wondering
So
because I do a fantasy football playoff and I have Higby, and he only had 2 grabs or whatever, and I was like,
yeah.
damn, that was a pretty quiet game for a guy they'd like to go to. I didn't know he got
Yep.
hurt.
No, he would have balled
Fucker.
out. Motherfucker's right.
Hell
We'll go from LA to the Midwest. We are doing a winter draft today. Because it's fucking cold. And it's
yeah, I'm
pain.
over it. I'm fucking over it.
It's pain. It's kind of
After
that point where
what?
January is still kind of fun a little bit. And then you hit
No,
February and it's like, all right,
I'm
let's
over
wrap
it.
this shit up.
And we were so lucky for 2 months, and now they're like, yeah, well, here's all the snow. Here's all of it at
Yeah,
once.
February is going to be a shit show. We're going to get
I
fucking dumped on.
I'm just
I
after
hope
this
it's not
draft,
a bad
I'm done
omen.
talking about
Yeah, oh yeah. That's
it.
why
I'm
we're
done
doing
talking
it
about
right
it.
now.
Yeah,
We're
get the
doing it
fuck
right
out of
now.
here.
We're going to depress everybody, put everybody in their feels today. And then after this, we'll just focus on getting to the spring.
Hell yeah.
So what is your threshold then? So you're Christmas, are you pretty much right after Christmas, like jumping off a bridge, or are you waiting, like I said, through January? You're okay.
Well, it depends. Like this year, it was pretty mild. I mean, we had some pretty cold days, but like it wasn't that bad. So I'm like, whatever. I mean, the
Yeah,
darkness sucks, but like, I don't mind it. It's everything that it brings to the table. Like, which we'll get into some of this stuff, but like,
yeah,
it's not just the actual weather. Like, the weather
no,
stinks, but it's everything else that comes with it that I just am so over. And that I'm usually about middle of January, like, all right, dude, come on, man. Like, there's nothing fun left. Like, let's just go.
yeah, and
So
that's what we're drafting today. So we picked some categories. Um, we're pretty much gonna be taking either a negative or a positive from each category, but we're going 8 rounds, correct?
Yeah.
So we're going to go 8 rounds, and we're going to just kind of pick one from each category. So I'll run the categories through you guys here. So we have indoor activities, or just anything indoor, outdoor activities, anything outdoor, um, shit with your car, apparel, so like clothes in the winter, food, and then miscellaneous. So kind of a grab bag for the winter as well. Um, who started the last draft?
I think I
Did
did.
you? You did? So
Uh,
I get to go first?
hold on. No, you started. Um,
Are you sure?
no, I'm not sure. I should have it written down somewhere.
This is when we need Jack. He's already fired.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna figure this the fuck out. I'm on a mission now. Um,
Oh, you got it in your notes?
yeah, because I think you went fucking McDouble right off the rip, if I'm not mistaken. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
No,
no, no,
you
no, no,
went
no.
chicken. You went
Yeah,
spicy chicken
chicken wing.
deluxe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep, yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah. Okay, so it is me. All right.
All right.
That's why. Yeah, that's why. That's why we. That's why we need a producer right there for shit like that. Okay.
I dropped my pen. I'm sorry.
So categories again: indoor, outdoor, car, apparel, food, miscellaneous.
Yeah.
And fuck, 1-1 overall. There's so many worthy. There's so many worthy picks for 1-1 overall. I feel like I could sneak some of my really good ones past you though, and get them in later rounds for value.
See,
I'm gonna go. All right, go ahead.
the thing about it is that I know there's some stuff in there that you probably have done that I've never even done. So like, I'm not gonna take like fucking skiing or snowboarding because I've never did it. So you're gonna be able to get that at value wherever you take it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, and see, and that's like that's stuff that I let me preface this with before I put my shitty draft out there on the graphic. I'm drafting. I understand that I could take snowboarding or some shit like that. Um, I love that. I love that as an outdoor activity, but I think it's too easy. So I am right now 1-1 overall. I'm going to take my outdoor activity, and it is going to be hot tubbing. Beers in the hot tub in the winter. One of my
Really?
favorite fucking things to do. There is nothing like walking outside onto somebody's deck and the steam is just erupting, and then you're fucking you pop in the hot tub and it's just
You
best
know,
feeling ever.
fucking, you know, fuck you. I've never done.
What? What?
I've done that like twice in my goddamn life. And one time it was with you in Grand Rapids, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man, I didn't know people that had hot tubs growing up. What do I look like? A rich guy? What the fuck?
Wow, dude, that was some Richard shit that I just pulled out and
I
didn't even
guess,
realize it.
man. Yeah, dude. Bougie
Oh,
Bob.
that's
That's what I'm gonna start calling you from now on.
fuck you. That's a sick pick.
That's
Anybody
a
that
great
doesn't
pick.
appreciate that pick, yeah, get up on the payroll, dog. Not that any of them were my hot tubs, but
You had a hot tub, didn't you?
oh yeah, my parents did.
Yeah, I was gonna
But that was the
say.
end of that. Like I've been in that hot tub like 3 times.
Oh, you were kind
My
of already moved
buddy,
out before that.
yeah, my buddy Brody had one in high school, and
Mm,
then obviously when we were living in Grand Rapids, we had the hot tub there, which was fucking
yeah,
awesome. So
yeah, that was gangster.
yes, outdoor 1-1 overall, hot tub, specifically some like Friday night beers in the hot tub. Nothing like it. The
So I'm
cold
gonna
winter
kind of
day.
stay on the same line. I'm gonna go with my food slash drink. Um,
Okay.
and it's beers in the snow. No fridge, no cooler necessary. Beers in the snow or drinks in the snow all day.
That is a good one.
I mean, it's just a beauty, you know. You just throw them outside the door. Sometimes you get a little bit of that snow on the top of the can. You fucking eat it like you're a little kid. It's just a good time overall, man.
When we were playing Pond, we had that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just being able to just leave the case
Yeah,
outside of the door on
outside.
the porch.
Yeah,
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 that's
it's
sick too.
clutch. And
That is very nice.
speaking of Pond, I'm gonna go back to back here. Two goods. Outdoor activity is playing pond hockey.
Yeah, I figured you would take that one.
I mean, come on, it's a fucking layup. I mean, what
It
do you
is.
want me to do?
No, it is. Especially when you have setups like we did up in Mayo. I mean, when you got the boards and the lights and the nets,
Yeah,
and there is nothing that beats that. You could stay out there forever, and it just
yeah,
doesn't get boring. As long
yeah.
as your feet are not hurting or frozen off, you could stay out there for fucking ever.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's the best.
It's definitely a good time. That's one thing
Yep.
I miss about living in Michigan, man. I'm telling you, it's not really a thing around here, dude. Like you can go ice skating out. Like I was just gonna put like playing hockey / ice skating,
Mm,
because like here we have um Millennium Park and the Maggie Daly Ribbon are like the two big. There's ice skating rinks,
yeah.
and those are super cool. But obviously, playing hockey is more fun. But we don't really have a
Right.
lot of pond opportunities around here, man. It's like you gotta go indoor and pay all the time if you want to play like pickup shit. So that is one thing I miss about playing in Michigan. That is for
Yeah.
sure.
It's definitely in abundance out here.
Yeah.
Everybody's either building a rink in their backyard or they're going to a frozen pond somewhere to play. So
Yeah.
good pick. Great 2 picks there. So
Yeah.
my 2 second round pick.
Today, Junior.
I got too many good ones.
I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm gonna go car here,
All right.
and I'm gonna go with the. We could just put it as dirty snow. So I'm talking. You're on the highway. You're on a road trip, say like a 2-hour road trip, and that fucking snow that keeps hitting your windshield is dirty, so it leaves the streaks every time, and you literally just have to keep pumping the fluid just every
Yep.
single time. Pump the fluid, pump the dude. It's the worst
Fucking
shit in the world. Like up there with anything else that's frustrating, especially if you're behind a million people and there's no way to get into a clear spot. It's just it's so annoying.
dude. Semi trucks anywhere. If you're
Mm-hmm.
within 30 feet of a semi, you're getting splattered somewhere on your fucking car. It's the worst. Yeah,
It's
that was
brutal.
actually that was my
It's on your board.
oh yeah, 100%. It's just the freaking worst, dude.
Yeah.
Like and obviously it's like that's a pain in the ass too, but also then the worst is when it leaves the streaks and you run out of fucking fluid or now your blades are super dirty. It's just like never ending, man. You almost got to get off and like wipe your shit down. But anyways, that's a good pick. It's a real good pick. Hate it.
Yep. So car, dirty snow, the worst.
Dirty snow.
I'm gonna go indoor here, indoor activity. I'm gonna go another positive, and I'm gonna go with sleeping. In the winter, when it is cold, it is like you could just stay in bed forever, and it's awesome. There is no waking up and you're sticky. There is no waking up and it's fucking light out already. It's dark all the time. So, and it's freezing. It's perfect. I'm a blanket guy. I'll throw 100 blankets on. You can only take so many clothes off. You can put as many as you want on.
Yeah.
So winter for me, sleeping,
Hell yeah.
great indoor activity.
Yeah, I have like blackout curtains. So
Oh,
like
buddy.
it's literally dark in here all the time if I have my lights off. And
Right.
in the winter it's just the freaking best. I'm with you on that. I didn't put that on my list, but I thought that was too much of a layup too. Like I was like, I'll go with something different, but that's just
I
a
know.
good
I
one.
almost didn't take it, but I like it too much.
I was gonna put like real cheesy, like cuddling up. But I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, it's the same concept though. Like
That's
it's like, hey,
that's part of it.
yeah, exactly. Like that's
just
part
being
of it.
wifed up in general in the fucking winter, or just
Yeah.
having another person in the winter. We could just throw that out
Yeah.
there. That's
Yeah.
we'll put that under the
Yeah.
honorable mentions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they call it
because
cuffing season for a reason.
they do, and we're cuffed to each other. So I guess that's fine. I threw
Uh,
my dating profile out there last week. No hits.
no
Everybody's
hits,
pissed.
dude.
Everybody's pissed about the height thing. So
Yeah,
that's what it
I
is.
got a message from someone that we both know was like, I'll come on and be the female perspective, blah blah blah. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, next time we'll get you.
yeah,
We
yeah.
probably
We're
she
gonna have to
probably
do a real interview process for that.
yeah.
So submit your resumes accordingly.
No, no. What we'll do is we'll just have them all submit like a 1 minute video, and we'll just play
There
them
it
all and
is.
talk about it.
There it is. That'd be great. That'll be a great episode. All right. Yes. Count it. We're doing that for sure.
Jack, when you're listening to this, write this shit down so we remember.
Definitely write this shit down. Yeah, because we won't remember that. That's a
um,
great fucking idea, though. Okay. Pick
um,
3 for you.
so I've been pretty vocal on social media about this, so I have to. I feel like if I don't go with this,
Yeah.
I'm a pile of shit. So
You do have to. Yeah.
my negative outdoor activity is shoveling snow.
Yeah.
I freaking hate shoveling snow, man.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite thing in the damn world. And yeah, I'll pay anybody. If you're in the Burbank area and you want quick 25 to 40 bucks, depending on how much snow we got, you fucking hit up Dad and I will get you paid. Come shovel my shit. I fucking hate it.
Yeah. You were struggling the other day.
Well, dude, it's like, okay, if it's a Saturday, not that mad. Honestly, I'll go out and shovel. I got all day, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. But when
Yeah.
it's a weekday, I come home from work, it's pitch black out. I don't want to go outside after working for 8 hours, and then not that I do like super strenuous work, but like I don't want to have to go outside and shovel in the dark. Like I feel like a jag off. So I'd just rather not do it.
Yeah.
And then I start cutting corners because like there's tire marks in the driveway and I can't get them up, and I'm like, well, it's not going to be good anyway, so fuck it. And it's just bad. Like it's just not a good time. I get frustrated easily with that, so that's a no go for me.
Yep. That's a great one. Everybody hates it.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's a layup. Here's something that I don't know if this is actually I'm not gonna go with this one. We'll talk about this one later. I don't like that. Because I'm a sneaker guy and I figure that's another thing that I feel like if I don't bring it up, this would be, a detriment
Disingenuous to your brand.
Yeah, exactly. But walking in the snow with sneakers on, or even like the slush, it's the worst. So it's like then you don't wear the shoes you want to wear because they're either gonna get all salty and or fucked up. So then it's like you're not wearing the shoes you want. You're not looking as good. It's just and I don't feel as good. And I'm not a boot guy, so that's my bad. My negative on apparel is
Okay.
wearing being a sneakerhead in the snow. It's just annoying and it's
Gotcha.
unfortunate. Yeah.
You're cuffed to shoes you hate, essentially.
Yeah, or you got to be super careful, and I'm not careful. Like especially if I'm like going out somewhere, like I'm not gonna be
Oh
like,
fuck
hey,
yeah.
I don't want to get my shoes wet. Like I don't give a fuck. Like
No,
I'm
I'm hammered.
trying to.
I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
That's a good one. That is tough. That is like one of the few negatives for apparel would be that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
not being able to ball out when you want
and it's
to.
like boots. It's like it just sucks because it's like I don't know. I don't have like nice boots because I'm not a boot guy, and two, it's like I don't want to have to wear boots everywhere I go because it's fucking snowing out.
Right.
But whatever.
I'll run apparel right now too. Then.
All right.
And I'm gonna go positive apparel, and I'm gonna go sweatshirts or just popping a flannel over your sweatshirt. Just the fucking easiest. Let's go to the bar. Like we can put on whatever the fuck we want. Doesn't matter. We don't need to pick out a t-shirt. We don't need to wear a button up. Like it's straightforward, simple, and you're the comfiest that you ever are at the bar. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like being in that sweatshirt weather and having a drink.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like you don't have to try either. Like you don't got to worry about what t-shirt you're wearing under or like it's just boom. And also every every outfit gets completed with a sweater. Let's get real. Like a
Oh
t-shirt
yeah,
outfit looks okay, but a t-shirt with a sweater over it or a flannel over it,
yep,
it just completes the whole ensemble. So I'm with you. That
it's
was
an
my number
enhancer.
one too. Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Wrapping around, pick 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with my negative outdoor,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go with cold wind cutting through your coat. Just
Oh
cold
boy.
when it's windy and you just feel like that fucking cold air actually gets down into your bones. That is the worst. Then you're like, all right, we're going back inside. Like whatever we're about to do, fuck it, not worth it.
Yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
No, when you walk outside and that air hits you like that, it's it's going to be a rough one. Whatever you're going to do, even if
Yeah.
you're getting just to the car, and that's when you
Yeah.
get in the car and you're like, fuck, like this is
Especially is the
stupid.
worst, especially the worst like in December before it like now we're kind of used to it. So it's not as bad, but like that first like 20-degree day, you're like, holy shit. That is the worst. You feel like your face is gonna burn off. Oh my god.
Absolutely. And I have
Oh,
a feeling we're going to get into more of that in February. It's going to be the
oh
worst.
yeah. I agree.
Like you
100%.
said, it's been so mild that we're just due for these just miserable days ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate as hell.
But KIP,
Um
we're keeping it positive though.
yeah. I was like, KIP, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Um this motherfucker just said KIP.
Everybody says that. That's a fucking saying.
Dude, I'm old, bro. I don't know that saying. Come on.
You are old.
um all right. Well, seeing that you took mine, um, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with another negative. I'm gonna go with the daylight savings here, for my
Yeah, it's a
miscellaneous.
good pick.
Just and I mean, like, I don't want to kind of double down and say like, oh, the seasonal depression thing, but it all kind of comes into one, and just the short days are just brutal. Like nothing worse than leaving for work when it's still pretty dark and getting home from work when it's dark. It's like, come
Nothing
on,
worse.
man. Nothing
Yeah.
worse. But that's my like least favorite thing in the freaking world when it
No,
comes to this.
that's a horrible one. Easy pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's just so brutal. So brutal to wake up, yeah, and it's dark and then go get home and it's dark.
yeah,
It's been weird for me working from home, like not having to do that.
yeah.
Uh so I'm generally pretty happy during the day, but yeah, once I'm trying to go
I,
to the gym and then I get home from
oh
the gym and
yeah,
it's dark, it still fucking sucks. It's like, oh, the day's over now.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. Like lately, because the days are obviously getting a little longer. It's like, and you
Mm,
notice it because like for me at least at work, like I'm like, oh, it's 4:30 and it's still somewhat light out. It's like it doesn't last that long. You know, it's only like a month or so. So you're like, all
right.
right, you know, like it actually does make you appreciate it when it does start going where the days get longer. But for those 2 months,
Absolutely.
it's terrible. So, oh, I got another one, right?
Yeah, you're wrapping around a 6, dog.
What an idiot!
What an idiot.
My indoor activity that I'm going with is the Super Bowl. Um,
Oh man.
Super Bowl parties, I should say, not necessarily the Super Bowl because I don't go to the Super Bowl. I don't got it like that. But
No
Super
hot
Bowl.
tub, no Super Bowl. You're a real piece of shit.
I, I think somebody, I think in one of our group texts, said that the cheapest ticket for the Super Bowl right now is five or roughly 6K. I was
Yeah,
like, oh, that's cool.
it's rough.
Um, but yeah, Super Bowl parties are always fun. I mean, pizza, a couple beers. Do you think that they're never going to do it? But do you think it'd be better if they had the Super Bowl on a Saturday?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do think it would be a lot better.
yeah.
Or give us that Monday off. It's insane. Everybody's watching this game.
Just a national holiday.
Yes, just make it a national holiday. Or like I don't know, is the the NFL is a big enough entity to push this bill through if we want to get that Monday off. Like, it's not
Yeah,
like
that
the
is true.
NHL's like, yeah, Game 7's on Sunday, so everybody take the fucking Monday off. Like,
That is true.
governors
And
would be
it's
like,
always on a
no.
Sunday every single year. So it's not like it's changing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I definitely enjoy
Yeah, they'll
the
never
good
do it.
Super Bowl. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Even though
Oh,
you gotta imagine the ratings would be better on a Saturday, right?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Think more people are watching on Sunday,
Yeah, everyone watches. It's just they can't get all fucked up. I mean,
right?
even if you're just
It's a
chilling at
large part of
home,
it.
like, no, it's not. I don't remember the
I've
last
never
time I
gotten
was drunk.
hammered. I've never drank really on on Super Bowl Sunday. Never.
Me neither. I'll have like 2 drinks and then I'm like, oh well, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
watch this football game. So
right.
I don't think the ratings would be higher. I think they'd be just as high, and I think you'd actually get less people watching because, I mean, it would be on. The game would be on, but I think you'd have less people watching because it'd be so fucked up. And they're like, it's only halftime. Like, let's see Shakira shake
Yeah,
that ass, and that's
you're
all
right
they'd
too.
look for.
Yeah, I retract that statement because people would be going to the bar too rather than being at home and watching it. So that's where your
Yeah,
ratings come from when people are turning it on
yeah,
their TV at home.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, I'll shut up. That was a stupid idea. Keep doing it the way you're doing it.
no, fuck no.
Um,
Turn it Saturday.
yeah, sure.
My chair's gonna
I'll watch
break.
either way. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Uh, my pick 6. Let's see.
Pick 6. Call you Bryce Young.
Call me Bryce Young.
Ah! Sorry.
I hate your guts. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go with food, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose a lot of people here. I lose a lot of people every episode. Feels like.
I think you also just assume shit that you're going to lose a lot of people, but I bet you're not going to lose anybody.
No, dude, this is gonna be 3 in a row. First was I
Standing
drafted
white, yeah.
hotcakes.
Oh, yeah,
No, that was
yeah.
no. I'm going way back. The hotcakes thing, people were upset about. Yeah, I said, God forbid, and pick anything out of the fucking bathroom that I
The
do.
bathroom.
Yeah, people hate my guts in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna say something that people are gonna hate too, but you should try. So for food, nothing like a bomb ass bowl of chili in the winter.
Oh,
Nothing hits
yeah.
like that.
Fuck
So
right.
good. Fucking
Hell
nice
yeah.
and steamy. But what I like to do, this is where
Here
everybody's
it
gone.
comes.
It was good seeing
Yeah.
everybody. I like to dunk peanut butter bread in my chili.
So, like, peanut butter on bread. Is it toasted or no?
Nope.
Okay, so you got peanut butter spread onto bread,
Yep.
dipped into chili.
Correct.
I can't say I've ever done it, but I couldn't imagine I couldn't imagine that being bad. But can we talk about how you ever came to this? Can you give
Uh,
me some explanation, please?
yeah, it's not a Rob Senior brainchild, but I did it because he does it. And he does it because his dad did it. I don't know when the beginning is.
So it's just a
But
Brennan family tradition.
this could go back to like the O'Brennans when we were fucking in Ireland. I don't know. Like it could go real deep.
Oh
Um,
man.
but yeah, we do that with chili, and we also do it with spaghetti. So like I'll take spaghetti, I'll fold my fucking peanut butter bread, put spaghetti on it, eat it like a taco.
See, so
Sweet savory.
that's not that the chili is crazier than the spaghetti, I feel like. Only because chili is like a fucking liquid. Like it's not a like spaghetti is like is pasta, obviously. So it's like
Yeah,
uh,
I'm mixing
uh,
2 dishes essentially there.
so yeah, so like the chili is weird. I bet it's good. I believe you. I don't think I'd ever do it. I'm not a super sweet and savory kind of guy. Um, but I can see that. I mean, yeah, you're a weirdo. Last question about the peanut butter: crunchy or creamy or smooth, whatever you say. Because I'm a
I
crunchy
like
boy, but I
crunchy
feel like that
better.
kind
I
of
like
goes to be
crunchy
with.
better, but I get creamy because I do that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that makes
normally what I'm
sense.
using peanut butter for, is to eat spaghetti or chili. But I
You're not
fucking
a
love peanut butter.
you're not a peanut
I'm a
butter
huge
and
PB and
jelly,
J
right?
guy.
Oh,
I'm a
you are.
huge
Okay.
PB and J guy. Yeah, but we're grinding. We cut that shit out.
Oh
Sucks.
yeah, yeah, yeah. One time a week, baby. Let's go.
Can't be
Um,
having them one time a week.
you're crazy,
Yeah. So
but I
chili,
fuck with chili. Also,
chili, peanut butter bread, or alternatively, if you don't want to follow me on the peanut butter bread, dunk some cornbread in there. Unbelievable.
ooh, fuck yeah, hell yeah, I'm a big cornbread boy.
Cornbread is
Um,
a winter food.
what does your parents make chili, or you guys got a spot,
My dad,
or
my dad makes chili. He makes really good chili, but I've got a recipe that I've started to like a lot too that I've been making.
crock
That's
pot,
been bomb.
or like just on a stovetop?
Just a big old pot on a stove.
Oh yeah, it's super easy to
Yep.
make, man.
Oh, it's
Like
super easy.
chili
Just
is what
depends on
I
what you
didn't.
like and making it
Yeah,
hot enough for yourself. Like it
yeah,
just takes a lot of fucking tinkering, you know?
yeah. Of course. I mean, yeah, definitely. All right, you got one more, no?
Yep. One more.
I fucking love chili. I can go for a bowl of chili right now, man. I haven't eaten today. Whew.
Mm. Yeah, I would fuck up some chili right now. I'm starving.
Oh yes.
Let's go. I'll do a negative for apparel.
All right.
And let's do gloves. Just having to wear gloves stinks.
Yep.
It really
You're
does stink.
goddamn right.
Like everything that we have to do on our phone, you can't do it. Like I have the gloves, I have the touch screen gloves. Those are about work at a 50% clip.
Yeah, they work for
That's generous.
the first. Yeah, they work for the first week, and then yeah, maybe 50% after that.
If you
Like
wash them,
I
it's a
agree.
wrap.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know what's the fucked up part is? I think the best ones like that. Like I went and spent $30 on a pair of like Nike ones that have the tips, and it's like they don't work. Like they're not good unless
Mm-mm.
you're like fucking one tapping it with one finger. But it's like if you're actually like
Yep.
they're just not good. The best ones I've noticed is like you go to the gas station and get the $4 pair, and I swear those work the best. But I
Yep. I got an
definitely do.
Amazon pair that's real cheap and they're not horrible, but they're
Yeah,
starting to go on me already. Like I was fucking,
yeah,
I was clicking the radio yesterday. I was fucking 100
yeah. That's
times.
the worst. I
Oh,
what I work outside. I don't know, a third of the time I'm at work, and we have to use a tablet to take videos of shit. And so like I have like I use my gloves so much that they kind of rip like holes in the fingertips, and it's been a blessing because then I can actually touch my fucking tablet without any problems.
right.
But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
I hate
that's the
wearing
move.
gloves
Just
too.
having holy gloves.
Or I mean, like honestly, just the tipless gloves with like the mitten swoop over the top is kind of the play. I'm not. I know that's the worst,
It's the worst.
but
That's
low
that's
key though.
where that's where the gloves and apparel. That's where the shitty part. Like that's where that comes in.
Yeah. So
Like you just look like a goofball. You look
yeah,
like you know what you
definitely.
look like. You look like fucking Marv from Home Alone. That's what you look
Yeah.
like. That's the look you go
Uh,
for with those gloves.
yeah, definitely, definitely bad. Gloves. Fucking gloves.
Yep, gloves.
Oh, I
All
love
right,
it.
7-8 for you.
All right, what do I got left? I have
And I
one
swing it
negative,
back
one
around for one
positive.
more.
Um, so what do I have? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get festive here. And this
Alrighty.
isn't this isn't my first thing for the car, but I'm gonna go with the positive for the car. And
Wow.
that is seeing Christmas lights in the car.
Just in your car.
Dude, so I've actually gone to things where like you actually like you pay like a buck. Or actually it might be free. I don't know. And you zip through and you turn on a radio station and it plays music, obviously.
Yeah.
And the lights will jump to the beat. And it's cool. Like it's dumb, but it's cool. It's something you're just whipping around in your car, and I appreciate a house that's decorated well. And I like that. Um
This goes back to the Tinder thing, I feel like.
what?
you're putting your date resume out there. This is a
Oh
Mike
yeah,
date idea.
fuck yeah, we're going to see a Christmas
Bringing the
lights.
old lady with you and going to look at some lights. It's a great
Yeah,
idea.
man. I don't know, like
Props
it's
to you.
like
No, but Christmas lights are awesome. That is a good pick.
so it's like yeah. I mean, I could have went with some other layups, but I want to get a little festive here.
No, I
Um,
love that one.
and then I got one more negative, and see, this is something. God damn it, I want to go with one, but I don't think it counts. I think it's more fall, so I'm gonna stay away. But we'll talk about it.
All right.
So the fucking the car. So I'll go with the negative with the car, and this one is the is just I see that. I feel like it's the same thing as we were saying though. Is just cleaning off the car in the morning and just how disgustingly dirty your car gets in the fucking winter.
Yeah,
I
that's a
feel
good
like
one.
the two things that I had were that plus and then the other one was just traffic in the winter. So it's
Yep,
like
brutal.
which was like pretty much taking what you said and like putting it together and getting what you said. So it's kind of like I don't know, but yeah, cleaning the car off in the morning. I don't get up early enough, so when I wake
Oh,
up to
it's
snow, I'm
brutal.
like, fuck, I'm always late. I'm like, god damn it, dude.
And
Um,
when it like it was like it's almost like it rained first, so there's a
yeah,
layer of ice underneath, and then there's
oh
snow
yeah,
on top. Oh,
yeah,
dude, and you're
brutal.
just sitting there fucking working. That
Yeah,
is the
it's
worst.
the worst, and it's like the little brush isn't enough. You know, it's like you're sitting there, fucking might as well just use your whole arm and just swipe it off. Or when you get lazy and you don't clean off the top of your car or the hood of your car enough, and then you're just getting fucking zipped into your windshield. It's
Yep.
just the worst. Man. It's funny
That's
though.
that's a tough part too because that's on you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you're
It's
like,
pure
oh
laziness.
fuck, I
I
should have just
know.
cleaned the rest of it off. I'm such a lazy bitch. I was already out
Yeah,
there. Like, why not just do it?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
you
worst.
can't though. You can't because you can't be
No,
out there for one more second because the wind's
yeah,
in your bones.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Um, is there anything they could do to make that better? That device, the windshield brush, or are we kind of capped on that?
I think they make bougie ones, but
Do they?
um, yeah, but like where they're like kind of like push brooms almost. But
Mm.
I don't know. I'm
But
not.
does that
Also,
get
I'm
the
not.
ice though?
Well, I don't think it gets the ice, but I think the ice pick thing. I mean, I feel like that's pretty. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's a primitive tool.
I just wish it was
It's
bigger.
like,
Like it's this big.
yeah, I know, I
Like make
agree.
it wider so I can fucking swipe more than an inch. You know, that's the only thing that's the icebreaker thingy. Remember
That
those
is
little
frustrating.
mittens? Remember the mittens that had the ice thing? It was like an oven mitt that had a fucking ice thing on the top of it. Have you ever
No,
seen those? Oh, dude, they're kind of elite. But once
I feel like that
again,
would be elite. I mean, obviously your
yeah,
arm can't stretch all the way over, but the
yeah.
fucking close shit, you could get
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
100%. Yeah, I definitely liked it. But
Damn, yeah, that is a play. Maybe we should bring those back. Fair enough, mittens. Fair enough, ice pick mittens. Coming to CVS near you. Okay, 8 for me.
finish this off here.
I've been saving this one because it is the best thing about winter to me, and you could veto it. You honestly could, but I'm gonna go with miscellaneous. I'm going with the appreciation that winter gives you for when it gets warm. So
I
sit with
fucking
me here.
hate you. I
Sit
got
with me
you.
here, okay? All right.
All right.
So you're getting out of work. It's like a Thursday, and it's starting to get into like that low 50s, and the sun's out. And you get in the car and you pop on the fucking radio and bang your favorite song, and you got the windows rolled down for the first time, and you know that smell that it gets when like it's just starting to get a little bit hot out, and it's like, this doesn't smell like winter anymore. And that feeling that you get, that's all because winter is so shitty. Otherwise you don't get that.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
guess
saying?
that. Yeah, I mean, if you're living in Cali and the fucking cold that it gets is 50 degrees, you don't really, yeah, you don't get that appreciation.
You
Uh,
don't. Like these dog days that we're in right now, like when that day comes that I just talked about, it's such a good day, man. Such a
yeah.
good day.
And honestly, at the end of the day, winter isn't that bad. It's just easy to bitch about because it's not good. But
Right.
yeah, I get that. I would never veto that. It's definitely a little bit intricate, but yeah, that I can't go wrong, man. I mean, I don't know the smell though. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the smell.
What? People know that people know that smell. That first day of it's not spring, but it's just nice out and like
Yeah,
you're starting to like it doesn't smell like winter anymore and you're fucking breathing in and you're excited to breathe air in rather than frozen cold air. Like
yeah.
there's nothing like it.
I'm
And then
trying
the
to be
windows are
smelling.
down. It's the whole thing.
I'm trying to be smelling
Everybody
black ice, baby, black ice. The little
no.
tree.
Yeah, I know that's
It's the
that's
goat of
that's a
all air
fucking
fresheners.
yeah, it's a high school move.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have it
You
hanging
still
up. I
have
got
one.
it. I have it in my car. I don't have it hanging
Mhm.
on my mirror like a fucking asshole though, but I do have it in there.
I got pulled over for that once.
Michigan cops are the worst. Let me tell you that. They pull
You
you over
believe
for
that?
whatever. Yeah, fuck
They
them.
he was like, "Oh, you got an obstruction in your mirror." I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Oh, that little tree there." I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I can't see shit out of my windshield because of that." Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fucking like,
you
yeah,
should have been like,
no,
so does everybody in the fucking world, dude. Relax.
yeah, exactly. Eat a dick. And
Yeah.
it was like a guy's first day on the job, so like fucking sergeant was standing behind him while he's talking to
Mhm.
me. I'm like, what are we doing here, guys? Like,
Did
did
they
you
give you
tell
a
him to
ticket?
pull me over? No, they didn't give me a ticket.
Oh, thank God. Thank
Like, is
God.
this practice right now? Don't practice on me. That's what school's for.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's the winter draft. Honorable mentions. What do you got?
I got a lot of shit that I enjoy. I you know a bad one for outdoor activity I hate doing in the winter is pumping gas.
Ooh, that's a good one. I
And
had that on my list.
I don't. I'm not a guy that puts it in and then gets in the car. I just don't like. It's too much getting in and out of the car. So I just sit there and pump the gas the whole fucking time, sitting out, like standing out there.
You
So
do?
I guess it's yeah. I guess it's my own stupid ass fault. But like, if I'm filling up my tank, like if I'm at E and I'm filling it up, so whatever it's $40 or whatever it is. All
Yeah.
right, maybe because it takes a while. But if I just go throw like a dub in there and I'm like, hey, I'll sit out there because I'm not getting it out of my car 3 times for no reason.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it's cold as
So,
fuck.
yeah, it's cold as fuck. So, do you have like the thing I was always worried about was that they tell you uh you'll create static shock or whatever, go back out to the gas thing and you'll explode. That's
What?
that's why a terrible way to
What?
explain it. All right, so when you get in and out of your car, you're like rubbing against the seat and creating shock or whatever, creating static.
Okay.
And then when you go
Yeah.
and touch the handle, it like ignites it, and then it can ignite the gas, and you can blow up. Like that's why you're not supposed to be getting in and out of your car like that. That's why it's frowned upon.
I've never heard that, but that's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it could just be something that I was told, and it's just one of those things that I believed until now. But now I do it. I say
Yeah.
fuck it. Like if I explode,
Yeah.
I explode.
Yeah. If I go,
Good
I go.
day.
I mean, do you turn your
Yeah.
car on when you pump gas?
No, I keep my car off. That's a crazy
So
move.
yeah, dude. Well, like nowadays with these new cars, they say it's not like a big deal. Which I'm like, no, I'm not
Is it
turning my
not?
fucking car. I guess like I got a buddy who has like the exact same car as me, but it's a year older, so it's like a 2019 or whatever, and he pumps his gas with the car on,
Man,
and I'm
I
like,
need to read a book or something,
I'm
dude. I
never
am way
gonna do
behind
that.
on these
I know,
these
right?
gas rules.
Yeah. Fucking, I was like, no way. But I think pumping gas in general just sucks. But in the
Yep,
winter, it's the worst.
agreed. That is a great, horrible outdoor activity.
You got any fun ones or what? I have a couple of fun ones that I couldn't put in
Yeah.
the draft and get fucked on.
Another indoor one that I had was just board games and games in general. Like, we've been doing a lot of that around here. We've been playing Risk a lot. We've been playing Mario Kart a lot.
It's a commitment. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah, Risk is
absolutely.
a
Super
commitment.
fun.
But you don't get to do that shit in the summer because you're always
No,
outside and stuff. So,
yeah, out and about.
and I love that shit.
Hell yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, that's what we both talked about. What we did on New Year's, like we just indoor playing bullshit and stuff.
Yep.
Um,
So fun.
I definitely like that. Just kind of like it's wholesome, you know. It's wholesome, and it's like
Yeah,
even if you're boozing, like even if you're boozing, it's still like it's just nice. It's a good time.
it
Um,
is. Never bad.
I got two miscellaneous ones that I'm gonna say, and one of them is legit, and the other one everyone's gonna fucking hate me. Um, I New Year's Eve. I like New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is a good time. So that was my miscellaneous. But I was like, it's fucking lame. I didn't want to. I don't want to put that on the list.
That would have been very lame. Wouldn't I
Yeah.
would have vetoed it.
No, you wouldn't have vetoed a goddamn thing, Mister. I appreciate winter for the fucking summer. New Year's
It's
Eve
a
is in
winter
the
draft.
New
That's
Year's Eve is
very
in
legitimate.
the winter. What do you mean?
Yeah, so like that, it's like on the line of first day break of winter. Fuck you. New Year's stinks.
Whatever.
That's
But
not a winter activity. That's just something that happens.
it's miscellaneous. It's not an activity. It's just during the fucking winter.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's not associated with winter. So fuck
And
you.
then my next miscellaneous thing is Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Let's go. Let's go.
If you would have said either of those, I would have stopped the recording.
That's why I didn't say it. That's why I didn't
Oh,
say it, because they're obnoxious. But I
they're
fucking love
obnoxious.
that song, and it's
Well,
funny how
yeah.
many people hate it.
No, it's a good song. It's still a great song. It's just, it's annoying.
Like that
It's
first
not.
day. The first day you hear it on the radio, you're like, "Oh shit, it's about that time," you know. I don't know.
just like when you roll the windows down and you smell spring. It's about that
Yeah,
time.
it's about that time. And it was about that time.
You
I noticed
appreciate my
that
pick.
Girl Scout.
It was about that time.
All right. You got anything else fun? I had one more that I wanted to bring up on but I think that should be a technicality. But I was pumpkin spice latte. I fucking hate pumpkin spice, but I feel like that's more fall, and it kind of bleeds into winter, and I fucking hate it. Get it out of here.
I think beer in general is just I think beer is, like, as far as a drink goes, better in the winter, right?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. I mean, it's because you're pulling it out of the snow, dude. It's just better.
It's nice and cold. It is
Yeah.
better. It's just better in this. Yeah, it's better in the winter. Anything like I could have had. I like sitting in a fucking dive bar in the winter and like getting dinner and just spending a few hours there. I think that's a blast as far as a winter activity. Not nearly as fun in the summer because you want to be on the patio, you want to be doing shit like that. It's nice to just be in a dark bar with other sad people going through the same shit that you're going through and eating a fucking chicken pita.
Yeah. I had a chicken pita last night for lunch or for dinner. It was fucking fire.
Oh, hell yeah. Real fire.
Yeah, I definitely understand that for sure, you know, because the patio, like you said, you want to be outside somewhere or on the beach or whatever the fuck. So you don't want to be sitting in it and no, unless it's fucking Sunday and you're hungover.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got on these. I mean, I have other shit, but like that's pretty much all I got. I did have tailgating. Tailgating in the winter's fun. Little fire around. Fucking
that is good.
Boozing, you know, especially because that's when football is usually during the winter. So
right. Yeah, that could bleed into a fall activity, but definitely it's a great time in the winter when it's fucking cold and you have and you're eating a hot dog and it's good shit.
I mean, even think about when we went to the Bears game. I mean, it was Thanksgiving, but it was cold that fucking day.
Oh,
it was
cold.
Chilly. And you eat a piece of that. You eat a piece of that fish, and it instantly warms you up. You know what I mean? Like it's just yeah. I that shit's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's a big winter move. Yeah, that's all I got. That's the winter draft. I'm sure we'll create a graphic. It's gonna be tough to create a graphic. So I don't
We'll
know. I
figure it
guess
out.
we'll figure it out. We'll see if we'll do that. But
Let's try. Let's try.
yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Yeah,
So
give it a shot.
shout out to Jack, our new producer. It's awesome to have him on. So,
Yeah,
like I said,
super excited.
you guys will be hearing his voice a little bit in the future. So go give him a follow. I don't know what his socials are, but we'll put him on. We'll put him on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that.
Is he gonna get mad if
Um,
I call him JB? Because I think I'm gonna call him JB. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, yo, JB, look this up for me."
we can just when he comes on for the first episode, we'll just riff and we'll ask him all. We'll have a list of questions and we'll just ask if it's okay to do stuff to him.
Yeah.
He's been okay with it his whole life, so until now. So shout out to Jack. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone Wednesday to Sunday on this snowboarding trip. So I'll be, like I said, in the mountains on Thursday when we're posting all this shit. But yeah. And then next week, I don't know. We don't really have anything on the docket next week. It's kind of a weird in between week, so there's no football, which means we could get weird. So it could be
Yeah.
just a fun, weird episode that we'll have to brainstorm and see what we're gonna do. But
Yeah. Maybe a Pro Bowl episode, if you will, where
oh,
we just pick a bunch of cool shit and put it together.
oh, I like that. Okay, an
Oh, fuck knows.
all star team sort of
Yeah.
episode. I like it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but no guests yet. Submit your resume. Submit your 1 minute video to Mike.
Yeah.
If you're a girl
Plug
trying to
'em.
be the next voice of reason for us, especially when we're talking about just anything that, well, we don't really understand anything, but when it comes to the dating stuff and stuff like that, we definitely don't understand it.
Just a couple of
So
short
yeah,
kings. Come on.
at some point,
Yeah.
we'll have somebody on, but just got an alert that Tom Brady said on his podcast that it's literally day to day about him playing in the future.
Jesus.
So there you go.
Yeah. Who the
Everything
fuck
that we
knows?
said earlier, just skip to the end. I'll put a disclaimer on the YouTube because Tom just went ahead and said it for us.
Yeah.
Anything else?
But no, I'm good.
Nothing.
This is it's brightened my day up. I'm
Cool.
glad this happened because I needed it.
This was good. This is a good one. Shout out to Jack again. Shout out to Rogue Creative and Butters, John. Like I said, any of your marketing or graphic design needs, they got you. They're great at what they do, and they're gonna give it to you at a fraction of the price of the big boys. So get at Rogue Creative for anything that you guys need for marketing or graphic design. And that's it for us. We will see you guys next Thursday with probably some weird shit. So buckle up and we'll see you then. We love you.
All right, buddy. I love you, kid.